Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'm going to show you the new Jada toy from 1/18 scale diecast, exact replica of the W motor Lykan. Now this is the car that actually gone through the three different buildings in the Abu Dhabi, I believe, in the Fast and Furious movie. Now, I actually like the Fast franchise. When it came out in 2001 with the Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, I was really obsessed with the movie. And I even tried to put all the neon lights in my cars and all the LED lights everywhere in my interiors and just going nuts with it, basically. And so at the time, all the cars don't come with ambience lights or anything like that. There's no LED lights or anything. So I was really obsessed with that, features that come from the car in the movie. So I like all the story, the car stunts, and all the action that they do until about, I would say, about number 6 or 7. And then the last two is starting to get a bit weird, and the storyline starting to change a little bit. And I don't know, I don't feel good as did before, but I still enjoy the movie, don't get me wrong. It still makes sense to me, although a lot of people saying this is a bit strange that the car go to space and all kind of stuff. Anyway, I actually still like the Fast franchise. Hot and Show is also really not bad. Anyway, this is about car review, not a movie review. So what am I talking about? So let's get back to the car here. So this is a Jada toy. I've seen this all over the internet, on Amazon and eBay, everywhere. And the more I dig and the more I found out about this motor car, and I didn't know anything about Jada toys, so I was reluctant to buy it. So I thought it's just gonna be cheap and just gonna be nasty. And actually, it's not true. And I didn't know that they also make 1/18 scales either. So I thought they only have 1/24 scale. So so I didn't bother looking at it. Now, the more I look at it, the more I actually curious, and then I look on the internet, on YouTube, and then there are a few people has already reviewed this one. So this has been out in the market for a while, I assume, about 4 years or 5 years ago. But surprisingly, it's still in the market. You can still get it from the eBay or AliExpress, and it's still out there. And what I do notice is this one comes with two different versions. One of them is the light features, and the other one has no lights or the figures. So if you're not sure what version you're getting, so make sure you ask the seller, if this one come with the light or is this just the model, and the seller will confirm and tell you that. So this one has a light features because I want the light on my car to make it looks more realistic, because the real car also have a light, and I never had a LED light features in my 1/18 scale. I have a few in the 112 24 scale, but they are not the same. So I give it a go, and here we are. So I'm gonna review this one now, and the first impression is really good. I'm really surprised to say this. And it's solid as well. It's quite heavy. It's not gonna be like over 1 kilo, I don't think, but it is actually decent size and decent weight actually. Of course, I only pay for about £60 for this from the eBay UK seller. This one has the light feature, which I'm gonna show to you in a minute when I dim all the light and you can see the effects on it. But first thing first, all the mesh and in here is all sealed. But then I think this is originally about 30 or 40 pounds, and now it's going up in the price. So I'm not gonna complain about £60 for this. I'm happy with it because it has a light features, and this is really cool. So the spoilers actually lift up, so it actually can shift. What I'm really amazed and surprised is that the paint job in this car is actually really good, considering this is a very old car, all right? And I thought that all the hidden area is gonna be really a problem, but actually look at this. You can see the interior of all the painting, all the dot legs, everything is absolutely consistent, and that is really amazed me. So I thought this is a cheap models, and they're just gonna put it in, they're gonna cut costs in the hidden areas, and actually they didn't, which is really amazed to to see that. Anyway, so this one is really nice. You get the spoiler that lift up, and the paints are decent. And then you also have this the trunk that you can actually open, And inside there, you have all the suspension effects. They are fake, by the way. They are not real. There is no suspension in this model, which is a disappointing part. But then I'm not gonna complain because I think because of the wiring and battery compartment, so I think you're gonna have to compromise something from somewhere. You cannot expect to get everything, I assume. So anyway, I'm happy with it, and you got decent opening size, and then you got quite a lot of stuff inside there, a lot of gaps and lines and stuff in there, even though you can't clearly tell because of the way the car opening part looks like. So that's the way it is, obviously. And all this part here that they are all painted really well, which is amazing. I thought they're gonna be just a little bit touch of paint layer, but actually they have really decent layer of paint in here. So this is good. All the joints and all the opening part is really solid and so strong. And on top of that, this is really nice as well. You got see-through glass here to the interior. And then you got an opening part here, which is a backward, like the Rolls Royce. But the interior is also alright. You got all the white and black interior, but there's no car pack. Unfortunately, there's no seatbelt either. And then the doors is okay. I'm not sure you can see clearly. It has some kind of textures and effects on it. And the speaker is actually some kind of like another plastic piece that actually attached to it. It's not like a paint or anything like that, because I can feel like an actual mesh from the real speaker feeling on here. This is nice feeling. And then all this carbon fiber effects here is also really not that bad considering the price that I'm paying for. It looks better than a Maisto or Bburago, I would say. So this is really good. And down here is a bit cheap, and this is really not that good. But on this size fan, and that is good quality plastic here. And then you got little mirrors, and there's no window on this one, unfortunately. And the wiper is also, is it separate unit? It is separate unit. You can see that, but it's actually not moving. That's the little thing, but I'm not gonna fuss about it. And I can see a little bit of some sticker in the dash, but not sure you can see it clearly on the camera. And if I open the front bonnet, that's all I can go for, but you can clearly see all the paint under the layer is also really done nicely. So this is really good, so thank you, Jada. And so the front part is good, and there's no brake disc. Brake disc and calipers are alright, sorry, it is there. The caliper is a black painted, that's why I can't see very clearly, but it is there. The brake disc is very basic. I would say this is a bit cheap one, but it's not too bad, I would say. At least it has something on it better than nothing. And the front is that where this actually shines. So this headlight is really good. So you can see the decent effects on the headlight. Now let's turn on the light here, and you will see what it looks like. So if I flip the car over, then you got two mode. You got try me mode and actual turn on mode. So try me mode will turn on, but it will switch off in about 10 seconds or so. So you can see the headlight here, you see it's gone. And then if I keep it on all the time, then this is gonna be permanently on until you switch it off or the battery run out. So this is really good quality lights here. I really like it. So this is really cool. Wow, I'm really impressed with this light features here. I wish all the motor car comes something like this, and that would be really awesome. I wish one day some people, make this something like that. And at the back also has a light, but it doesn't go with the triangle, arrow shape style. It's only in the edge, which is a bit strange, but I can live with that. But the main feature is the front. The front is really cool. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, so for the £60, I would say this is impressive model car for the price that I pay for. So if you want to get the light features, ask the seller to confirm this before you actually purchase it, because there's so many different versions out there from the Jada toys. The weight is decent, and one thing I got to tell you, this Don Torito, This figures, I thought it's gonna be made of plastic. Actually, it is not. This whole figure is a die cast. It's unbelievable. I'm really surprised with it. It's so hefty as well. Such a tiny little guy, so only about this bit, right? And it feel like nearly how much will I say? About 200 gram probably. Even heavier than my 5 or 6 inches, metal robot from the Bandai. So let's weigh this up, shall we? So here we go. And let's put the scales up to show you that how heavy these guys are. So I would say this is about 150 to 200 gram. All right, so let's see whether I'm right or not. I'm usually right, but I can get wrong sometime. Ah, there you go, 142. Yeah, so it's about 150 basically. All right, so let's see the car. The car is also gonna be quite heavy. Yep, so about nearly 900 gram. So I was close to 1 kilo, but it's definitely not more than 1 kilo. That was true. So there we are. So this is actually a very heavy motor car. There are also a couple other brands I noticed before I finish. Sorry, this video a little bit long, but I want to tell you that there are 2 other brands called Autocraft, which is not Auto Art, actually Autocraft. They also made this Lykan, the one with it has a better version actually. It comes with a phone box and better looking on a premium look, and it has a slightly better interior with carpet, and it has the windows as well. I think it has a suspension and turning wheel, and this one doesn't turn wheel, by the way. This one is fixed. The only motor car that I have in my collection that has the only front wheel is fixed. So that one is better, but unfortunately it's all sold out everywhere that I know. I asked a small aunt model cars and they don't have it either. They all sold out. And there's another one which is even more expensive, which is a Keng Fai, and that one comes with the premium looking box, and it is die cast with all opening part. There is no LED light up in any of them. Only Jada Toys made it. But anyway, that one looks really nice, so I was gonna get that one, but the price is insanely expensive, over 250 pounds. Some of them are selling it for nearly 300 pounds. So I'm asking my contact in China to see whether they can find anything left in KengFai in China directly. And if they do, I'll get that one as well. So KengFai made 2 of them, so red and blue, which is really awesome. I'm hoping to get a blue one actually. And I'm gonna compare if I can manage to get this from China. Gonna compare with this model and see which one is better. Now, obviously, the price point is already different. KengFai is gonna beat this car at any time or any days, because KengFai is really good at making motor car. But nevertheless, and none of the cars that I have in my collection has a lighter point like this one. So this is really the one that sealed the deal. Anyway, so I hope that this is really insightful and helpful review for you to make up your mind if you want to have this awesome looking cars in your collection. And this is made of die cast, full of opening part with the LED light, which is really cool. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.